Hi, it's Miles Red Michelle Birdsong, Eve, Mother of All Living, Daughter of the Sun. This is part 2 of Eve shows how your wife became her mother, or, if you're gay, how you became your mother. When I was 4, my mother called me to come into the room where she was. Of course, I went to see what she wanted happily without hesitation. When I approached her, I was stunned. She said, "I never wanted you. I tried to kill, to abort you. The only reason I stopped was my ears began to ring like dinner bells." But that wasn't all the shocking news my mother had for me. She went on to say after I was born and the nurse handed me to her, she said, "No, take her away. She's too light." I didn't know what to do with the information. Our symbiotic relationship caused me to decide I wasn't worth being myself. I'd be better off being my mother. I didn't know what to do under the circumstances. My mother knew what to do in life. I decided to believe, that I was inadequate in life. Myself wasn't up to the task of being an individual. Individual. ING is the 8th Avenue subway train line. My train of thought. DIVID, divided. My ID, identity. ENTITY, entity, dual, DUAL. My train of thought divided. My identity, me as an entity, became dual. I became a dual entity. I became two. My mother as myself. M for mirror, Y for I, mother for mother. Mirror, I, mother. I mirror mother as myself. She became my God in my mind. MY, my train of thought. My train of thought is not my original train of thought. My train of thought is my mother's train of thought. And I'm not the only one. And that's why Dr. Mike Murdock says, "Show me the girl's mother and I'll know what the girl is going to be like." I wrote a song about my mother called "I Loved You, Miss Frog." That's what most people in our small town, Clarksville, Tennessee, called her, Frog. And a neighbor child, Paula Marshall, called her Miss Frog. Hence the title, "I Loved You, Miss Frog." The title is true. My master, my guru, Jesus Christ being, as the Saint Charan Singh said, love is losing your identity. Love is becoming the other person. I lost my identity that day when I was 4 and decided I'd best be my mother. I had no choice. I couldn't be myself. I didn't trust myself enough to be myself. I didn't know how to be a self that a mother and father didn't want. Indeed, they wanted dead. Indeed, ING, train of thought, EVE, Eve, D for died. Train of thought, Eve died. I lost my life. I took on my mother's life. I lost my identity. That's what Charan Singh said love is. In order to survive, I invented jive. That's another song I wrote. It's called the Uncle Tom Gang. Edwin Birdsong recorded it on an album called What It Is. I learned to say and do what pleased my mother. She didn't want me to please myself. She wanted me to please her. The only way I could do that was to become her, to symbiose her. Symbiose decoded, S for she, Y for EYE, M for Michelle, B for birdsong, I for pleasure, O for ordered, S for seeing other. She, I, Michelle Birdsong, pleased, pleasure, ordered, seeing other, my mother. M-Y, my other. That's Talk and Share helps me become self-aware. That's how I became my mother as myself. Ricky Nelson sang a song, Garden Party, that said, "But it's all right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself." That's healthy. He was mentally healthy. He's got a self-decoded. S for C, E for energy, L for will, feeling. C, energy, will, feeling. Self, soul, feeling energy to exercise your will. So, S-O for so, U for you, L for will. So you will, or so ordered, you, I, love. So you will love. Okay? So you can will or you can love. Use your will or you can love. Be somebody else's will. Self, soul order, I, soul order I, Jesus Christ, as Charan Singh said, mind is a slave of the senses. Soul order I order you, mind, my train of thought, love. I could think of nothing else to do but to become my mother, to lose my identity, to love her. To love my mother, my other, and not myself. N for enter, O for other, my mother. I entered my other, my mother. Enter other, my mother, my other. That's the same relationship we had when I was in her womb. I would have died had not the sound entered her ear. Ricky Nelson is a projection of Guru Govinda Singh Dhillon, head of RSSB, Radhaswami Satsang Bias. Lord of the Soul is what Radhaswami means. L for Lord, L for will, O for ordered, O, F for of, feeling. Will, the Lord's will ordered, of feeling going cross heaven, Eve, vibration, earth enter. Sun ordered, you will love. S for sun, O for order, U for you, L for will, love. Lord's will, divine source, ordered. Order, feeling, going cross heaven. Eve enter, a vibrant vibration on earth, heaven. Sun ordered, you will love. It was the Lord's will that I love my mother. Like Ricky Nelson, my mother was a projection of Baba Jamal Singh, who is currently being as Govinda Singh Dhillon, and Charan Singh is being inside of Govinda Singh Dhillon. I saw via remote viewing Charan Singh lower his form into Govinda Singh Dhillon through the top, the crown on his head. Slowly and slowly, Charan Singh's body, mind and soul, I suppose, went down into Govinda Singh Dhillon's body, where he, Charan Singh, merged into Govinda Singh Dhillon, becoming Govinda Singh. Okay, amino acids. This is also in the book, The Biology of Belief. My childhood nickname is Minnow, a amino acid. A for am, I for pleasure, N for in, O for order, A for A, C for consciousness, ID for identity. Am pleasure in order, a consciousness identity. I also decided at age 4 that I'd better keep my mother pleased with me so she wouldn't try to kill me again. Okay, so this am pleasure in order. My order is to be pleasure. That is my conscious identity, to be the pleasure, to be a people pleaser, to please people, to give them pleasure. Okay, so I finished part 2. I hope it helps you find yourself. If you're not being yourself, or if your wife is not being herself but being her mother, or if you're gay and you're being your mother. This is freedom. You can be yourself if you become aware of when you decided not to be yourself. You see? That's talk and share therapy. Thank you.